I'm from New York. I'm not a wrestler, but I have a New York. I can do this New York accent, but I'm actually from New Jersey. So I want to recommend to you, if you come to New York or anywhere else, to see Jersey Boys, the songs of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
But I think it's in New York is all about superstardom, and it's a big media hype. Whereas LA, people have time to talk to each other, often in living rooms and cars, and I think they collaborate. Mike Kelly often comes to my shows, and I like the fact that LA artists still collaborate with each other. So I think it's a very healthy situation for art. I did it in 1968. I was the editor of Aspen magazine, and I invited Ed Boucher. It was a series of inserts in a box. I invited Ed Boucher to do a piece. He decided to do an insert for his parking lots book. And I remember the great thing was that he was great on the phone, and he sent me his card. It said Ed Boucher, with the pronunciation guy, Boucher, young artist. He's always been very generous and open-minded and fun every time I've met him or I've been in contact with him. And then I was teaching at UCSD in San Diego, and John Baldessari was teaching there, and John brought in a young artist whose work he was interested in, Michael Asher. And I just love Michael's work because I think Michael and I both come from Dan Flavin in many ways. When I went to, I used to go up to UCSD, and I stayed with Michael in a small apartment. His best friend then was John Knight, and Michael and John were fascinated by architecture, as I was. So we talked a lot about architecture. At one point, Michael's work and mine were very, very similar. I actually arranged for him to do shows at Listen Gallery and Toselli Gallery. I got Kim Gordon when she came to New York. She was a student at Otis. I got her involved in writing, and I got her articles published. And one of her first articles was about Pettibone, Mike Kelly, and Tony Osler. I got it published in Art Forum, and I realized how much I actually loved. I became close friends with Tony Osler, but I realized how close I felt to Pettibone, and we both had the same interest in rock music and kind of humor through the media. I also love the work of Jim Shaw, who I've never met, but I think he's actually an incredible artist. And I had a student called Sistema, a graduate student, and when I've seen his subsequent work, I've liked a lot. But I just think the atmosphere, and Paul McCarthy has been a big fan of mine for years. I finally met him and made the trade, and I realized that what I like about Paul is his interest in history. Paul was the first person involved in my conceptual pieces. My pavilions often emulate Robert Mangold paintings, so this is famously art. It's specific art of these artists and architects that I took from. So it's a direct influence. It's not just as a young artist; it's direct influence. In other words, I admit that I learned a lot and took a lot from other artists and architects.